Thank you and welcome to today's open clinic. Today is the first day of August 2021. An amazing day, amazing opportunity to witness the first day of the month of August 2021. So thank you so much. Thank God for giving us the opportunity to survive up to this month. August is a very important month. So thank you and welcome to today's clinic. Every Sunday is a special clinic in our group because we normally select an important topic and we talk about the topic and we use the topic to kind of bring back the major message, which is helping people to become pregnant, helping people to go through their pregnancy, helping people to have smooth experience during childbirth, and ultimately to bond with your child. So our group is predominantly meant for everybody out there. It's not just a group of women. It's not just a group of people that want to have babies. There are also some people that don't want to have babies. There are also some people that have some medical problems. But predominantly, majority of our members are struggling with infertility. Some have male factor infertility, some have female factor infertility, some have secondary infertility, some have primary infertility. Regardless of the type of infertility you have, you will get help. Now, this is the month of August. And most times when we start a new month, is an opportunity for us to take stock. So we are going to take stock today. We are going to review our journey since January. Have we done better for the month of January? Did you do better in the month of February? Do major? Did we do better in the month of February? What about March? What about April? Up to this month of August. So we're going to keep ourselves accountable. And the motto of our group is pray, play, practice. That's why you see me flying my color every day. Now, what we're going to do today is to go back to the drawing board, to start from the very basic things we need to do so we can become. My prayer for the month of August is that all our women who are in believing for baby category will become pregnant, and the pregnancy will be viable, and they will continue to be pregnant. They will continue to go for their ANC. And at the end of 9 months, they will join the League of Mothers and Fathers for 2022. Now, if you are not pregnant as of this moment, you will be in the League of 2022. Why? It takes 9 months. Do measure? It takes 9 months to achieve pregnancy. So assuming you are pregnant in the month of August. If we count 9 months, we're going to start from September. So first quarter of 2022, you're going to be a mother. You're going to be a father. So it's important we take stock. Now, how has your journey been? Have you been doing the right things? Have you been praying? Have you been playing? Have you been practicing? Do you have a fertility specialist? Have we identified what the problem is? What exactly is the reason why you're not a mother today? What exactly is the reason why you're not a father today? Have you started your treatment? What are your options? Did they tell you you will need IVF? Did they tell you you will need IUI? What about fertility treatment? What about surrogacy? Are you a candidate of adoption? Are you a candidate of donor eggs? What about donor sperm? What do you understand about your problems? So these are the things we're going to try to educate you for the month of August. Now, you see, there are 2 ways you can handle infertility. You can look at infertility and you begin to look at the negative side of infertility. That means you are embracing the attitude of a defeatist. That means you are not seeing the end of infertility. So you just show up every day and you just, some people will be like, what can I do? Anytime you're using the what can I do attitude, you are actually not talking like an overcomer. You are an overcomer. You're a survivor. Your infertility expires. So I'm just coming today to remind you of who God made you to be. Now, it's very important we constantly go back to the drawing board. If you have this as we talk, It's a reminder you're a mother. God doesn't make mistakes. This is the female reproductive system. When you open the female reproductive system, this is where your baby is supposed to be. This is where you have the eggs that you will use to start your family. This is the bridge where everything that will lead to fertilization will occur. When they finish happening, they will come back and implant in your womb. This is an evidence. This is a testament. You're a mother. If you're following me today, if you have this, it's a reminder you are a mother. Now, are you going through challenges? Everybody goes through challenges. If you are currently going through challenges regarding having a baby, we want to examine the whole of this to find where the problem is. The problem can come from the vagina, the problem can come from the cervix, it can come from your womb, it can come from the tubes, it can come from the ovaries. We want to find where the problem is so we can begin to see how we can approach it. Now, my sister, I'm talking to the women first of all. Your age is the biggest factor that will help you to become pregnant. Unfortunately, we are going to continue to age. As you are aging, your eggs are aging, especially for Black women. For the month of August, we are actually going to look at infertility in Blacks, infertility in Black women. What are those unique factors? What are those militating factors which are actually, stopping our Black women to become mothers? Because there are so many things that Black people are contending with. My mission today is to help you to understand this and to open a forum so you can ask your questions. You see, we are a very, very prayerful people. We are not religious. There's a difference between being religious and prayerful. I'm a Christian by birth, by practice. I believe that God is able to do exceedingly above anything. The popular mantra in Nigeria is what God cannot do does not exist. I believe that. But guess what? You have to present yourself as a clay in the potter's hand. You are a clay in God's hand. You have to be available. You have to meet your partner. You have to make love. You have to exercise. You have to eat good food. This is how to become pregnant in August. There are other ways you cannot become pregnant in August. You cannot become pregnant if you're crying every day, if you're complaining every day, if you're telling people about your story and you're not meeting with your partner. You cannot become pregnant that way. You cannot become pregnant if you're not exercising. You cannot become pregnant if you keep drinking alcohol, you keep smoking. You cannot become pregnant that way. You cannot become pregnant if you're not sleeping. You cannot become pregnant if all the world's problem is in your shoulders. Every single thing is bothering you, including the things that don't matter. That's not the pathway of becoming pregnant. So when you see us showing up in this group and we talk about praying, I pray a lot. Every single second is an opportunity to say, God, I thank you for giving me the opportunity to still be around. It's a praying opportunity. So I pray a lot. I don't believe that impossible is existing in this group. I believe that all women, all men who want to become parents will become in this group by 2022. I solidly believe this. And my sister, my brother, I love you. And I know your life is not complete until you become a mother. And you're not just going to be a mother of one. You're going to be a mother of exactly the number of kids that God said you will become. Now, one area we are not doing well is practicing. We don't practice. We pray a lot. Some of us make love a lot, but we don't practice. At this moment, if you have infertility, remember, infertility is defined as the inability to become pregnant. If you and your partner are making love 48 hourly, if you are 35 years and above, at the mark of 6 months, if you are not able to test positive for pregnancy, you have infertility. If you are below 35, at the mark of 12 months, if you are not able to achieve pregnancy, you have infertility. Now, this infertility can be primary infertility if you have never been pregnant in your life, or if you have never impregnated any woman in your life, then you have primary male infertility. If you have never tested positive as a woman, then you have primary female infertility. But if you have been pregnant in the past, But currently, you are not able to achieve pregnancy. You have secondary infertility, which can be secondary male infertility or secondary female infertility. They are all possible to receive solution. There is no infertility problem that is too big for God not to solve. But here's the problem. How are you going about solving your own problems? Who is helping you? Do you just show up and ask questions and imbibe my teaching and claim to be a member, but you are not following my teaching? You are not following the advice. You are not getting the help you need. Some of you have spent your money subscribing. Your duty as a subscriber is to approach me with your problems, then I can help you. There are so many people that are not able to become pregnant today because they have not been connected to the right kind of providers. There are so many people that claim to be providers, but they are only interested in your money. There are only few qualified, certified, evidence-based fertility specialists that can help you. A fertility specialist is someone that has studied this body, studied the male part of the reproductive system, and can help you. And we don't have the liberty of time. This is August. Unfortunately, there are women that will go into menopause by end of this year. There are women that the only time, the only opportunity they have to become mothers is in 2021. Once you enter 2022, you enter menopause. When you enter menopause, you no longer have eggs. When you no longer have eggs, can you still become pregnant? Yes. But what do you need? Donor eggs. Unfortunately, we are talking about Nigerians. The possibility that a Nigerian that doesn't have a knowledge she needs to go for donor egg is almost zero. Because we believe that God is going to come down to solve our problems. But that's not how God works. So you need to remember the biggest factor in becoming a mother is your age. The age of the woman, not the man. A man can become pregnant, a man can impregnate a woman at any age. But you as the woman, once you don't use your opportunity and from age 35, you will continue losing your fertility on a daily basis. Do you know why? Every month, you are releasing one egg or two eggs. If you're going to have multiple pregnancy, you're going to release one egg. And once you release those eggs, you don't reclaim them. When you release them, if they get fertilized and you become pregnant, they will start developing as pregnancy. But when you release your eggs, if they are not fertilized, they will disintegrate and they will pass out as part of your bleeding. But you are supposed to use all your eggs, which is in abundance. We have abundance of eggs. You have up to 400 to use, and nobody can have 400 babies. But please work on your time. Have a family meeting. Discuss your issues. If you are having financial problems, plan. If you have people that will help you, approach them. Approach your pastor, approach your organization, approach your friends, approach your siblings, your parents. Anybody that can help you to start your family truly loves you. And we love you in this group. The happiest moments for me is waking up and seeing positive pregnancy tests and seeing babies out there. Nothing compares to the joy I had when I learned that a woman from Mali in Morocco had 9 babies, 5 girls and 4 boys. This is how your infertility can suddenly end. There are so many members of our group who will suddenly, in 2022, have twins, have triplets, have quadruplets, but they need to step up. You need to go for your IVF. You need to go for your IUI. You need to go for your surrogacy. You need to go for your donor X. You need to go for your donor sperm. You need to go for adoption. They are all okay. The only option which is completely not acceptable in this group is doing nothing. Doing nothing will lead to nothing. Doing something will lead to something. If you want to climb the podium of this group, regardless of your location, I don't care if you're in America, Australia, London, I don't care. You can become a mother. You can become a father. This is evidence-based. And I'm coming here today on the first day of August, and I'm reminding you that you are a mother and nobody can change that. You are a father and nobody born of a woman can stop you from becoming a father. Nobody. No negative comments, no opinion, no pastor, no husband, no wife can stop you from becoming who God says you will become. Your surname is already submitted to God. Your babies have already been submitted to God. The names of your babies have already been submitted to God. But guess what? We are the one delaying. Some of us are sitting pretty on the money we can use to start our family, but we are too smart. I'm just telling you this so you won't look back in regret. If God blessed you with resources, unfortunately, it's expensive. Infertility is expensive to manage. IVF is expensive. IUI is expensive. Surrogacy is expensive. Even adoption is expensive. It's not cheap globally. It is what it is. It's a challenge, just like we have challenges in life. But here's the deal. When I was growing up, there's this popular song we normally sing before we eat. Some have food, but cannot eat. Some can eat, but have no food. We have food. We can eat. Glory be to God. Now listen to me carefully. If you are a hard worker, if you wake up every morning and you hustle, and you get righteous coins, righteous naira, righteous dollar, righteous pounds, that money is meant to be used to start solving your problems. The moment you stop solving problems, the only people that don't solve problems in life are the dead people. Once you stop solving problems, you're going down 6 feet. So your money is supposed to help you to overcome your challenges, including infertility. So if you have the resources, stop mising about it. Stop putting it in the bank to go and throw parties, to impress people, to drink, to smoke. Use that money and find a reliable fertility specialist who will take time and figure out what is sick in this body and begin to correct them. For the women, we don't have the liberty of time. If you are above 35 in August 1st, 2021, you are advancing maternal age. You do not have the same liberty of time. Age is not on your side. You need to be in the front seat. I am not saying this to spite you or to put fear in you. I'm not a fearful person. If you know me, I stand firm in the face of challenges, and until you become a mother, I'm not going to stop. So I'm coming here today to bring you the good news that by this time in 2022, August 1st, 2022, you're going to be a mother. You're going to be a father of one, a father of two, a father of three, a father of four. In this group, a mother of one, a mother of two, a mother of three, a mother of four. In this group, the people you're reading their testimonies are women like you. They are men like you. They don't have two heads. There is absolutely nothing so special about them. They are only the people that showed up and said, you know what? I'm done with infertility. Until you're sick and tired of infertility knocking you off. There are some women that anytime they see they are bleeding, they go into depression. Their saddest day in their month is when they are bleeding. Now, I'm asking you, what are you going to do to challenge that? What are you going to do to change that? Have you been doing the right things? If you have been praying, if you have been playing, and you have been practicing, nothing can stop you from becoming a mother or a father in 2022. And my people, I'm telling you this in all sincerity, and God will bear me witness on a Sunday. We have to stop this bleeding. We have to stop this nonsense. We have to reclaim our confidence. We have to reclaim our rights. God made you a mother by giving you this. Nobody can take it away from you. Don't be complacent in your infertility. Don't feel comfortable. Be annoyed for the right reason. Go and source for money. Go and source for resources. Use the best. If the only thing you have succeeded in life is to become a mother, you succeeded. Absolutely, your babies do not have a price tag. There is no amount of money anybody can give you in this world that will equate to the babies that God will give you. So this is my opening statement, and I'm standing on it. You can mark today, 1st August 2021, you're going to be a mother. Very simple. I mean, just capture that for me. 1st August 2021, 1st August 2022, you will have your babies in your hands. You will have your sons in your hands. You will have your daughters in your hands. They will no longer be in your womb. Why? Because you have taken that bold step of faith. So I'm challenging you today. Let's get this party started, okay? So thank you for coming. Now I'm going to quickly give you an opportunity to start asking your questions. Now I have a couple of questions I actually got from my inbox. So I'm going to use them to start teaching, but you have an opportunity to ask all your questions. Now, if you need to consult with me, It's possible. We have 1 week, we have 1 month, we have 3 months, we have 6 months, we have ANC, we have the Living for Baby category. Now, an amazing organization by name is Zonata, doing wonderful things. They stepped in to sponsor women to get services from us. If you are in the category of women that got sponsored by Zonata, your subscription actually starts, from today. In the next 3 months, you're going to be under me. We're going to crumble this infertility. You're going to be a mother. You're going to be a father. So if you were sponsored by Zonata, say a special prayer for Zonata. God bless them for showing up for people that cannot afford the services. God will continue to give them the enablement so they will continue to help people. Love is stepping out from your comfort zone and helping people, especially people you don't even know from Adam. Okay, so let's quickly tackle a couple of questions I have. Then we can all go and get some rest for the day. Okay, so I'm going to post a couple of questions and I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do. So let me get the questions. Okay, hold on. And please, if you have your questions, please go ahead and ask, and I'm going to provide you. Okay, hold on. Okay, good morning, Doc. Can I still give birth after menopause? You're 43-year-old. You don't have a child. Please advise you. Now, when you go into menopause, like I explained, when you go into menopause, it means you have exhausted all the eggs. You can see the cross-section of the eggs. So that means all the eggs that God gave you, you've used all of them. Unfortunately, when you've used all of them, you cannot become pregnant with your own eggs, but you can still become pregnant with donor eggs. So women that go into menopause can still become pregnant, but they need a younger woman's egg to become pregnant. So even in your menopause, you can have 1 baby, you can have 2 babies, you can have 3 babies. Fortunately, the way God made women, the older you are, the more the likelihood of having multiple pregnancy. So multiple pregnancy is common compared to women below 35. So even in your menopause at 43, which is actually early menopause, most women will enter their menopause from late 50s. But unfortunately, some women can enter menopause early. So in your situation, my sister, yes, you can still become pregnant, but you need donor eggs. Okay? So let me quickly get another question, then I can provide you feedbacks and we keep going. Then after that, we're going to take care of questions from the floor. And Dr. Nietzsche is also providing feedbacks to the questions on the floor. So I'm going to post another question and then we're going to use it to teach. Okay? Okay. Doc, good evening. How can one deal with postpartum depression? Now, unfortunately, for some women, when they deliver their baby, the baby that should make you happy will start eliciting depression in you or psychosis. So some women can be overwhelmed after delivery based on a couple of challenges and based on hormonal changes in their body, and they will develop depression. It's called PPD, postpartum depression. Partum means the period after childbirth. So unfortunately, some new mothers can become overwhelmed. They will develop all those symptoms of depression. It's not people in the village. It's not evil spirits. They have a medical problem called postpartum depression. Now, what can you do? You have to go back to the drawing board. So you go to your doctor. Your doctor will evaluate and confirm you have PPD. Once it's confirmed you have postpartum depression, there are a couple of very careful, stepwise management we can use to help you. Some women might not even need drugs. Some women, we can give them some antidepressants. But the problem is, we want to be careful so you're not dependent on antidepressants. And we also want to be careful so that whatever we are giving you is not going to affect your baby. So you can get help, but you cannot get help by yourself. Now, another form of help you can get if you have PPD, postpartum depression or postpartum psychosis, PPP, your family member can help you. You see, having a baby is very, very cool. Yesterday, we saw one of our friends that had twins. We all love twins. A twin boy and a twin girl, you know, very beautiful babies. But guess what? It takes a lot of energy to look after them. So when you are getting ready to have multiple pregnancy, make sure you have help. Make sure your partner is helping. A woman alone cannot look after the kids. It's going to break your bank. So most women that have postpartum depression, if they don't get help, it will be worse. So your husband should help, your mother should help, your community should help, because you cannot do this alone. Your baby should be a source of joy, not a source of sadness. Unfortunately, some women are struggling with postpartum depression. So what you need to do is to get professional help. It's not evil spirit. Don't start moving from one church to the other, or they start doing deliverance, or they start giving you handkerchief, or they start giving you olive oil. Completely nonsense. You have a medical problem. You need a medical solution. You go to your doctor, we help you, and you can be perfectly fine. Are you listening to me? Don't allow anybody take you to any place they will use incantation, or you start blaming the people in the village that are struggling with the economy. They are not the part of your problems. Go and seek professional help, my sister, okay? And you can get professional help. Okay, so let's continue. Let's go to the next question. Okay, so this one is extensive. So give me 1 minute. I'm going to post it. Then after that, I'm going to start taking care of the questions on the floor. And Dr. Nietzsche is also taking care of your questions. Okay, so good evening, Doc. You're chatting me privately because you need help. You've been married for 15 years. 15 years. Now, my sister, 15 years is a lot of time. It is completely not acceptable. Now, let's assume you married in your 20s. When you add 15 to 20, you're getting 35. And I can tell you right now, you didn't marry in 20, unless it was, childhood early marriage. So I don't know what your age is, and you've had 15 years of infertility. It's possible you've gone into menopause. It's possible you're in your 50s. It's possible you're in your 40s or 30s. So what you need now is an emergency help. My sister, if you truly, genuinely want to be a parent, and you're truthful to yourself, you have to accept the fact that this is 15 years, not 15 days, not 15 months, not 15 weeks, 15 good years. So you need help. The best help you can get is from a fertility specialist. We need to check your status. We need to first of all conduct ovarian egg reserve. Do you still have eggs? If you still have eggs, what are the quality of eggs you have? We check your partner. Until we discover what the problem is, it's a blind process. So at 15 years, it's very easy to go about telling people I've been looking for a baby for 15 years, and they will pray for you. They will pity you. They will say, let's pray for you. And next year you'll be 16 years. You have to end this madness. You have to end this cycle of loop. You can end it by next year. What you need genuinely, you're asking me for help, right? The best help I can give you is if you help yourself. So go and subscribe. When you come in, I'm going to review. I'm going to find what I can do for you. Then I will refer you to our provider on ground. Then they can begin to give you the help you need. Now, when you're doing this, also program your mind, my sister. You can adopt. You can have you can have multiple family from different, source. You can have your natural pregnancy. You can go for IUI. You can go for IVF. You can adopt. You can do surrogacy. Don't just wait to have a baby naturally and you end your life alone. It doesn't make sense. So you have to plan for adoption. Okay, my sister, you want my help, right? And I'm keeping it real. I'm not pretending. I'm not going to use all those silly religiosity. You need help. I'm sure you've been praying for this past 15 years. I'm sure you've read the whole Bible for this past 15 years. I'm sure you've tested so many pastors. You've gone to so many prayer houses. You've taken so many concussions. You are still not a mother. What are you going to do about it? You need help. And a fertility specialist is going to help you. Where do you have your fertility specialist in Lagos? We have a specific place we can refer you. But we cannot refer you if we don't know who you are. So you need to come in. You need to subscribe. You can come in for 1 week. You can come in for 1 month. You can come in for 3 months. You can come in for 6 months. Then we can arrange and clerk and get your history and find out how we can help you. Then give you specific referral with recommendation to my provider in Lagos. Then he's going to take care of you. You can be a mother in 2022, even with your 15 years of infertility. Infertility is not permanent. You can overcome. Okay, so please take my advice and do that, okay? Now, this will be the last question from my poll. Then after this, I'm going to open the clinic so you can ask your own questions. And if Dr. Nietzsche hasn't responded to them, I'm going to respond. Okay. Can you recommend a very good IVF center in Nigeria that has 100% success rate? Guess what, my sister? We don't pretend. We don't tell lies in our group. Anybody telling you that their center has 100% success rate in IVF is a criminal. You should hand that person over to the federal government. Matter of fact, not to Nigerian, authorities, to FBI, because that person is a criminal. There is no doctor, there is no fertility specialist that has 100% IVF success rate. It doesn't exist. It's a textbook. It doesn't exist. They will have their failures, but they will also have their successes. What we are after is due process. The fertility providers, the IVF specialists I'm using in Nigeria are the people I can approach, are the people I can ask questions, and we can talk like normal people. They are not the doctors I don't know. If I don't know you, I don't know you. Unfortunately, you're living in an environment where some doctors do not have good attitude towards clients. They're only interested in your money. This is a fact. When you ask them questions, some of them will start acting funny. But in our group, we respect you. We give you the best treatment. We explain things to you. We help you to become. When you're happy, when you're happy, we are happy. So there is no place in the world that has 100% success rate in IVF. It doesn't exist. So anybody selling you that BS is lying to you. It doesn't exist. Now, what you need to do is to deal with our reality. You need to step up. You need to follow due process. When you follow due process, you're going to get help. So if you need help with IVF in Nigeria, we can help you. Last month, we have that IVF specialist, in our program as the guest presenter, and he spoke excellently about the steps you can take to defeat infertility. Now, if you need help in Lagos, in Abuja, in Port Harcourt, and a couple of other places in Nigeria, admin, you can please quickly put all the places we have providers in Nigeria, and we can refer you. You can actually move from your base in America, Canada, Australia, and you can go back to Nigeria. Good things that are also happening in Africa. We had teams of doctors that delivered 9 babies in Morocco. Morocco is in Africa. Morocco is not in America. Morocco is not in England. Morocco is in Africa. So African doctors rock. Nigerian doctors rock. We can also do what they do in America here. This is why I have implicit confidence in our people. We can help ourselves. We should stop seeing white as superior. We should embrace our own and use what we have to save ourselves. We should stop waiting for people to come and save us. So we have the best in Nigeria. What you are lacking is the connection. If you don't have someone that can refer you to the best, then you're not going to get help. Stop trying to solve the problems you can't solve by yourself. Ask for help. You can be helped. If IVF is the only option remaining for you to become pregnant, don't go and bind and cast. Some people went to church today. Some of the prayer point is to bind and cast IVF. How can you be binding and casting the only pathway that God is going to use to bless you? It doesn't make sense. Your best prayer in August, simple prayer: God, fulfill your purposes in my life. God, connect me to people that will help me to become mothers. Take me to the best doctor. Take me to a person that will give me advice. 99% of women, you read their stories. They followed my instructions. Very simple instructions. They showed up. I referred them. They went. They took their husbands, and they are pregnant today. One of them tried severally to become pregnant through IVF, wasted a lot of money, 5 failed IVFs. When I suggested surrogacy, she took it immediately. Now she's a mother of 3 babies. So my people, the missing point is the action we are not taking. We are very, faithful people. We are very good people. The only thing lacking is action. So I want you to change your approach to infertility. If you need help in Nigeria regarding IVF, we can help you. But we cannot help you if we don't know who you are. So follow my admin. Admin, identify people that need help with IVF. You can do 2 things for them. You can send them the PDF of the IVF guidelines, and you can also give them an opportunity to subscribe. When they subscribe and come in, we can help them. Okay, so right now, I'm going to open the clinic, and I'm going to start taking care of your questions, okay? Dr. Ndiche, great job for the help you're giving. Okay, good evening, Doc. How many days is ovulation? Ovulation is just a 1-day event. Okay, so ovulation is simply the process of releasing these eggs, which you already have in your ovaries. You release them, they enter the tubes, they come to the place they will be fertilized. It's a 24-hour event. This is why it's delicate. Once your eggs are released, if the sperm cannot fertilize them within 24 hours, they will get decayed and they will be passed out as part of your blood. So ovulation is a 24-hour thing. Okay? All right, let's continue, guys. Let's see what we have. Let's see what we have. Keep asking your questions, please. Okay, let me go up. And if you're in YouTube, remember you can also reach us, directly, ask your questions, comment, do whatever in YouTube. Okay, how much does it cost in your term? I don't know the exact amount for IVF, but what I know is this: it's gonna cost you from 1 million up. I know my people is expensive, but guess what? We're talking about our family. There is no amount of money. If the only thing you use the money you're borrowing is to start your family, it's okay. I agree and I support that. Don't borrow money to buy cars. Don't borrow money to live in big houses, but you don't have kids. It doesn't make sense. You can borrow money and start your family. That's okay. Nobody can use your kids as collateral. Nobody can come and arrest your kids and put them in the prison. No, we haven't seen it happen. But they can arrest you, they can take your car, they can confiscate your house, they can serve you quit notice. But nobody can serve you quit notice from being a mother. Admin, capture this for me. Nobody can take your kids away from you. Everybody is owing. Okay, let's see what we have. After hysteroscope surgery. Meanwhile, hysteroscope is a diagnostic process, okay? So it's not necessarily a surgery, okay? When is it likely for a woman to get pregnant? There is no fixed time. When you're going for your hysteroscope, we are using a special process of looking right inside your womb. Anytime you hear anything hystero, is referring to your womb. So there is no specific time. But what you are doing is the right thing. You are going for diagnostics. So we are looking right into your womb to see if we can discover things that are preventing you from getting pregnant. Well, so what you need to do is to continue in the line of management. So in case of doing that hysteroscope, if they had adhesions, if they found some growth, if they found fibroid, then they can arrange and see what they can do for you. The hysteroscope on its own is not a corrective treatment. It's just a diagnostic approach. Okay, guys? Now, if you don't know how to calculate your ovulation, follow my admin. Admin has already posted the steps you can use to know if you're ovulating or not. So I'm going to go up and I'm going to look for more questions and also follow Dr. Ndichie. She's doing an amazing job. Okay, so I'm going to go up now. Please ask all your questions. I'm going to provide you. Do we have contacts in US? Unfortunately, because of the complexity in America, we don't have referrals in America, but you can be referred in Nigeria, okay? All our services are virtual outside Nigeria, okay? So if you live in Abuja, let me put it on the screen. So if you're in Abuja, okay, it's actually too long, so it's not showing. So let me go up. Okay, I think it's this one. Correct. So if you're in Abuja, Asaba, Awka, Benue, Calabar, Enugu, Jos, Kanu, Kogi, Lagos, Nnewi, Osun, Owerri, and Port Harcourt, if you live in these cities or you are nearer to these cities, we can refer you. Now, let me give you the best advice. Now, my people, if the person that will help you to become pregnant is living in Lagos and you live in Port Harcourt, begin to relocate to Lagos. I actually have a client that at the age of 47, she moved from Calabar. Every single week, she's flying from Calabar to Lagos. She's pregnant today. She's going into her late second trimester, after 14 years of having her son. She's going to be a mother. So don't stay in your comfort zone. You're in Enugu, but you can't go to Oka, or you're in Oka, you can't go to Enugu, or you're in Ibadan, you can't go to Lagos, or you're in Owerri, you can't go to Port Harcourt. Distance is nothing. People move from America to Nigeria to get what they need. Don't allow distance stop you from becoming pregnant. Unfortunately, some people are not pregnant today because their partners are not willing. Their partners are not living in the same place. Your partner cannot be in America and you become pregnant in Nigeria. No. You have to face your reality. Stop telling me you're waiting for God when you're not making love with your partner. How can you become pregnant? You're not Mary, Mother of Jesus. You have to deal with your reality. It's time we deal with your reality. We don't pretend in this group. So let's do the right things, okay? Let's see. Good evening. After removal of implant, you still feel something is there. Please, can scan detect it? So long as they removed your implant, then whatever you're feeling there, I don't know. So long as they properly identify the implant and removed it, then you're good to go. So you need to go back. Okay, let's continue, guys. Let's see what we have. Okay. So I'm looking for more questions and I'm going to provide you feedbacks. Okay. Now this person is asking about what you can use to boost ovulation. Very, very deceptive way of putting fear in your mind. There is no such thing like what you can use to boost your ovulation. What you need to do is to adopt good lifestyle. Your eggs are going to function exactly the way God planned it. Your lifestyle will determine if you're going to optimize and maximize the eggs that God gave you already. There is no one drug out there that once you take it, it's going to make all your eggs to the super eggs. There is no such drugs. Now, if you are having problem of ovulation, we can give you ovulation induction drugs, but you have to at least have the eggs. Ovulation induction drugs like Clomid is just going to go to the ovaries and tell the ovaries, you know what? For some reason, you're not giving me my eggs, so start releasing my eggs. This is simply what Clomid does. Clomid is just going to go give instruction to the ovaries to release the eggs. But there is no drug that will manufacture new eggs. No. You can only use the eggs that God gave you to become pregnant. So that question of how can you boost this, how can you boost that, you keep gulping poisons. People keep promising you, you're traveling from Ikeja to VI, you enter a bus, someone is selling poison. You're gulping it because they are lying to you. People are happy on your infertility. People are using infertility to trade on your mental mind. It's all about mind games. They are using the little, they are siphoning the little money you have, which you can save and you can get help. Don't take anything that your fertility specialist didn't give you. Don't go to any place they will promise you heaven and earth. Now, this afternoon, one lady sent me a question. I think one of those questions should be here. Let me actually deal with that question because it's really, really concerning. I'm going to share it here. Yeah, that's the last question I have. So hold on. You can see what I mean. Some people are just doing the wrong things, and you can become pregnant just by default, and you think you've done the right things. Okay, so this person, I'm going to read it out. Good morning, Doc. How is the family? A friend failed over and over again on Clomid. But in May, when she was placed on Clomid again, she bought letrozole and added Clomid in the morning and letrozole in the night, and she took it. Now, this is deadly. This is deadly. You don't do that. You don't do that. You don't go buying Clomid. You don't go buying letrozole. Then you begin to administer it to your body by yourself. You are setting yourself up for failure. You might be pregnant now. Your pregnancy might be natural. It might be anything, but it's not because of the combination of drugs you took without monitoring. You are gulping poison. You are increasing the potentials of developing cancer. Anytime you're taking any hormone-related drugs, it must be regulated. The same drug we are giving you for IVF can cause cancer if it's not regulated. There is a reason why we tell you to take your Clomid for 5 days. You don't take it for long. There is a reason why you take emergency contraception and you don't take Postinor every time you have sex, because it contains hormone and it can increase the level of artificial hormones in your body and you can develop cancer. You do not want to succeed in becoming a mother, then 5 years down the lane, you develop cancer. Cancer you could have avoided because of your lifestyle. Every single day you are exposed to a lot of carcinogens in your food, in your environment, in what you do. Some of you have multiple sexual partners. You already have HPV in your body. You're already taking, morning after pill. You're already taking Clomid. You're already taking what do you call that one? What do you call that one? Postinor. Everybody is abusing Postinor. Postinor is supposed to be an emergency contraceptive, morning after pill, which can work 5 days post when you forgot to take your regular contraceptive. But when you're drinking it like water, and you're drinking your Clomid, and you're eating nonsense, and you're not exercising, and you have family history of cancer, and you have HPV, you are knocking on the door of cancer. You are telling cancer, come and kill me. It is grossly unfair to have kids, and you leave it to the elements of this world to look after you. There is nobody born of a woman that can look after you. I mean, capture this for me. There is nobody that can look after your kids better than you. Not your mother, not your grandmother, not your sister, not your twin sister. The best person to look after your kids is you, the mother and the father. No other person born of woman can look after your kids. So don't bring your kids into this world, and out of your carelessness, you die and you leave those kids to live without fathers and mothers. It doesn't make sense. So slow down. You're going to be pregnant. You're going to be a mother. But you don't want to develop problems. So many women have gone to so many places. They've damaged your body. Some people put their dirty fingers in your body and they are shifting your womb, doing silly things, causing you pain for life. You don't want to be in pain. You've had enough pain. Enough of this nonsense. Some of you are going to places they will steal other people's babies and they give you the babies. There is nobody in this world that can give you babies except God. So stop buying all this silliness. Stop buying all these lies. Not from our members. You cannot be a member of my group and you're not enlightened. No, this is 2021. Let's learn. Let's mend our ways. You don't want to have strangers as your babies. You don't want to do that. You don't want to be a part of crime syndicate. You don't want to go to a place that will give you people's babies. Anybody that is confirmed pregnant must go and see a doctor. We must have evidence that that pregnancy is inside your womb. Every singular pregnant woman must go for ultrasound. Unfortunately, if you are smart, when they tell you you're pregnant, you don't go to the doctors. That's the time you begin to know they're lying to you. Every singular pregnancy must be confirmed right inside this womb. So let them not tell you lies. You cannot intentionally go to a place that will feed you lies. And because you're looking for a baby, you lose your conscience. And you claim to be a Christian. And it doesn't make sense. Not in our group. Relax. You're going to be a mother. You're going to be a father. You're going to have your son. You're going to have your daughters. They will come. But be wise. Don't die before your time. There are women that are living in perpetual pain because from day one, from pain of menses, from pain of this, from pain of that, then inflicted pain because silly people are putting their hands inside your vagina. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't simply make sense. And some of you are educated. How can you be a university graduate? Then you go to villages and a dirty old woman will be putting their fingers inside your belly, claiming to help you. Are they your doctor? Are you silly? It doesn't make sense. This is not how to get pregnant. They are damaging your chance of getting pregnant. Some of them will damage your ovaries. Some of them will damage your womb. Some of them will cause you untold pain that will be there for life. It doesn't make sense. Come back home. It's never too late. Okay, so there's a particular question I want to provide feedback. Okay, please, can posting or two cause ectopic pregnancy? Well, most ectopic pregnancies are going to be caused when we have anything that changes the consistency and the flow in your tract. So if you have pelvic inflammatory disease or any infection that affects the tube, so tubal inflammation, tubal infection, adhesions can stop the fertilized egg from coming down. They will start developing here. Unfortunately, when you have a ectopic pregnancy, you're going to lose that part of the tube. Fortunately, when you have the other side good, you can still become pregnant with one tube. So a woman needs categorically and technically one tube to become pregnant. So long as that one tube is open, you can have your twins, you can have your triplets, you can have your quadruplets naturally. Postinor 2, it's not a direct cause of ectopic pregnancy. Postinor 2 is an emergency contraception. You are supposed to take it when you forgot to take your normal precaution. When you forgot to use your condom or your oral contraceptive pills and you made love, you can take it and you can take care of that, avoiding pregnancy for 5 days. But you don't take it for every sexual encounter. Unfortunately, this is what you guys are doing in Nigeria. Everybody is a pharmacist. Everybody is taking drugs like crazy. It's now water. And tomorrow you come and complain. You run to church. God doesn't answer that kind of nonsense prayer. Be careful. Stop taking it. Okay? All right, let's continue, guys. Okay. Sometime now you've been trying to conceive. You have 2 girls. You want a boy. So very simple, my sister. Is it possible to have a particular gender? Yes. What do you need? Reality. How can you have a particular gender? You have to go for special IVF. There's a special type of IVF you will go for. We carefully select boy cells and we put in your womb. That's the only reliable way you can have a particular gender. My duty is to tell you your truth. I don't want to confuse you. I don't want to distract you. I don't want to delay you by feeding you lies. I don't feed you lies. My duty is to be in the light. I'm the light in the dark community of liars out there. So if you want to have a particular gender, you need to get enough money. Then you need to subscribe. We can set you up. And luckily, you can go for a particular gender through a particular IVF. Okay? Okay, I've already provided feedbacks to this. There is no something like boosting your ovulation. Okay? Let's continue, guys. Let me quickly see what I have before I go. This class is supposed to be 30 minutes, but because it's the first of the month, I kind of extended it. Okay? This is from my YouTube. So remember, if you're in YouTube, Okay, I've already provided feedbacks. So I think it's automatically sending questions from my YouTube channel. Okay, let's see this one. Can high prolactin be corrected to achieve pregnancy? Very, very simple. If high prolactin is the only reason why you are not able to become pregnant, we can give you drugs, it can be controlled, and you can become pregnant. Very, very simple. 100 over 100. Okay? All right, let's continue, guys. Let's quickly wrap up. Let's quickly wrap up in next 9 minutes, okay? So if you have questions, please ask. It's better you ask your questions and you get feedback from me. Now, some of us, I don't know, I believe in, working together as a family. This is a family, right? Now, for some time now, I've been begging you guys to go to our YouTube, to subscribe. I don't know how many of you that have gone to YouTube. I don't know how many of you that have subscribed. Now, you see, the best way you can pay back is to be grateful. We don't really ask for much from this group, but there are so many other people that need help. So when you're enjoying this group, tell other people it's free. For the last 1 hour, I've been talking like a drunken sailor, right? Share our group, share our channel, subscribe. Is to help you. So if you haven't joined our YouTube, admin, please can you share the links for the YouTube? Go to our YouTube, look for our channel name, subscribe, put the notification on so you will never miss anything. Once you're in our YouTube, anytime I come live, they're going to notify you. It's going to be your notification. You will just click and join. Even if you missed it, you can always go back and review. So our YouTube channel is actually the best place for you to get everything you need. This group is like your ocean. You're a fish in the ocean. You cannot complain you don't have water. You have excess knowledge. Knowledge is not the problem. Providing you answer is not the problem. The problem is lack of action. So take action in August. So you can become a mother in August 2022. Okay, so guys, I'm going to go back. It doesn't matter where you live. Someone is asking, you live in America, how do you get help in America? You can also get virtual consults, but what I cannot do for you is to attend to you one-on-one. Our consult in America is not one-on-one, but I can consult you. I can do a lot of reviews. I can do a whole lot of things, and I can send you back to Africa if you have a need to go to Africa. Okay, but I cannot see you one-on-one. Our group is structured to be virtual platform. Your husband's sperm is always low. Whenever he goes for his sperm analysis, he's taking this, he's taking that. So here's the deal, my people. All those supplements they give you because your partner has low sperm count, it's not going to do magic. It's not going to produce no sperm. The best way to improve your chance in regards to your sperm quality is to change your lifestyle. Stop drinking, start exercising, start eating your fruits and vegetables, drink a lot of water, go and see a urologist. Lose your body weight. These are the things you can do for yourself. Now you're still asking for drugs. The reason why your partner has low sperm count is not because of drugs. There is no particular drug that once you drink it, then you begin to have Superman sperm. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist, okay? So this is your reality. So tell your male partner to start exercising, to start drinking water, to stop eating isiewu and unkobi every day and not exercising. Drink your water, drop your alcohol, drop your smoking. Avoid stress. So many men are not sleeping. They are pursuing money from Jericho to Jalingo. You're going to get that money, but you discover you've lost your life. Slow down. Slow down. Okay? And you need the help of a urologist. A urologist is a specially trained doctor that will look at your male reproductive system and see where they can get help for you. Okay? So that's who you need. Okay? Let's continue, guys. Let's actually wrap up. Great job, Dr. Nietzsche, for, okay, let me look at this, for providing feedbacks. Can IVF work with one patent tube with adhesions and other tube fully blocked? You are a candidate for IVF. When we are going for IVF, we no longer care about your tubes. Matter of fact, some people, to be on a safe side, when they're going for IVF, we remove the tubes. Because sometimes when we succeed in achieving pregnancy in an IVF, some of those fertilized eggs are very stubborn. They will start swimming back to the damaged tubes. They can go there and be caught up and they will start developing as ectopic pregnancy. So to be on a safe side, when the tubes are already damaged, most doctors will remove it. Because when we are going for IVF, what are we interested in? Your eggs and the sperm. We are going to bypass the tubes. These are the important places if you're going for IVF. The vagina, the cervix, the womb, the eggs, then the sperm from the man. We no longer use the tubes. Your tubes are pretty much useless if you're going for IVF. So in your case, we want patent tube. Now, without one patent tube, you can be pregnant naturally. if it's truly patent. So a woman can be pregnant with one patent. Patency means open. Non-patent means blocked. So long as one of your tube is open, you can become pregnant naturally. Okay? Very, very important. Okay. Okay, guys, let's wrap up actually. I know my crew will say I conducted another mass today, but it's just to help. It's the first day of the month. So Dr. Ndiche, pardon me, I know you're gonna, send your missiles after this. Okay. Please, if you need referrals, follow the admin and we're gonna set you up. Okay. All right, guys, it looks like, okay, let's see. Good day over here. You notice your cervical mucus associated with ovulation has reduced. Now, this is not specific sign. It might likely not be related to your ovulation. Stop just focusing, oh, doc, I'm not bleeding. Doc, I'm not seeing my cervical mucus. What you need to do, if you have that gut feeling, you're not ovulating, go to a gynecologist. There are specific tests we can use to confirm if you're ovulating or not. Okay, so you need to see your doctor. Okay. Your friend had miscarriage in April 2021 and had another miscarriage in July. Why is she in a hurry? April and July, she's had 2 miscarriages. She needs to just stop. You cannot have back-to-back miscarriages and you don't go to a high-risk pregnancy specialist. We need to know why she's having miscarriage. Some people are very much in a hurry. This is April. This is July. That means she didn't even wait. She became pregnant again. And we didn't know what happened in the first place. So please tell your friend to stop. She needs help. She needs to see a high-risk pregnancy specialist. We need to plan her subsequent pregnancies. We need to investigate. We need to review. We need to make sure she doesn't have infection. We need to make sure her hormones are okay. We need to make sure that the cervix is good. These are the things we must do. If she insists and becomes pregnant, she might likely have 3 miscarriages in a period of 12 months. That's very, very devastating because anytime you lose your pregnancy, that's part of you that died. No 2 babies can replace each other. When you lose your child, when you lose a loved one, you can never forget them. They live in your heart forever. You can have 20 kids later, but that one kid you lost, it's in your heart forever. They cannot be replaced. So be careful, okay? All right. Okay, thank you for coming. I believe my co-provider already took care of all your questions. So I've gone up. Let me go down and make sure that everybody is attended to. I always want to give everybody an opportunity so at least you can change your life. Now it's in your hands. The opportunity to become pregnant. Remember, you have only 1-time chance to become pregnant in the month of August. Now, what's the best way? Admin, post this for me. What's the best way to become pregnant in August? Pray, play 48 hourly, then practice. You only have 1 chance. You don't want to miss that. If you practice ovulation sex, you can miss it. If you've practiced fertility window sex, you can miss it. You don't have any business practicing all those things. They are no longer applicable, especially if you're above 35. Why? Because it's possible you can't get it right. So long as you're not bleeding, keep on making love. So long as you have fresh sperm in the vagina, the possibility those sperm are going to get you pregnant. Some ovaries are very funny. Some eggs are very funny. When you are sleeping in the night, they will be released. And your partner is already gone to hustle. By the time your partner is back, the egg is already done. But when you have sperm waiting like a thief in the night, once the air comes, it's going to be arrested. This is how it works. And it works like magic. PPP works. PPP works. Go and practice PPP and you will climb our podium in 2022. Nobody can stop you from becoming pregnant. I'm looking forward to announcing your positive pregnancy test for the month of August. Please and please be wise. I know so many of you are looking for quick fixes. Matter of fact, lately I've posted so many helpful tips, so many tips, but people don't even go there. People are looking for quick fix. People are looking for things that will happen overnight. No woman can become pregnant overnight. If you had a long-term infertility, you cannot solve it overnight. We need to know why. So please, rededicate yourself. Review your journey. This is August. You have September, October, November, December, 4 months, and it's done for 2021. You can no longer have 2021 again. And unfortunately, some of you are gonna go into menopause. This is no joke. So you need to be sick and tired of infertility. Until you're sick and tired of infertility, you're not gonna take actions. Unfortunately, infertility has a way of, rewriting your mindset, and you will still think you have time. There are so many women I will be talking to, they will still think they have time. There's a particular woman that came into our group. She told us that the partner has schizophrenia. Since then, we've told her what to do, but she's still dreaming she's gonna be pregnant in her dreams. My people, it's not possible now. If you have nothing, you can't give nothing. And you, the guy, kill your pride. Call a family meeting. Review. How much money have you budgeted for this infertility? You bought cars, you bought houses, you bought clothes, you went for Shebi, you're planning a big party, but you haven't gone to see a fertility specialist, and you want to be Papa Bomboy, and you want to be Papi Ibeji, and you want to be Mami Ibeji. How can you be Mami Ibeji if we don't know what the problem is? But you're living in big houses, you're driving big cars, they're calling you big names. Meanwhile, behind you, they're mocking you. And you go about complaining, oh, you went here and you were crying and they were telling you you're childless. They are not your God. Nobody can stop you except you. When you buy into their lies, you're not going to take actions. What are you doing with your resources? There are so many women that are just looking for money now to go for their IVF treatment. Meanwhile, you have the money, but you're not using it. You have the money. You can afford this, to go and do it, my people. Go and be like other people. There is nothing wrong with you. Please. We don't have the liberty of time. Someone is asking about PPP. PPP means pray, play, practice. Pray to God every second. Play 48 hourly. Play means make love to your partner 48 hourly. Practice means when you have done your best, if it's not yielding results, if you're 35 years and above, if it's 6 months, you begin to seek help from a fertility specialist. This is the secret of becoming pregnant. This is what will get you pregnant for the month of August. This is what will make you a mother in 2022. There is no other way you can become except this. Everything about becoming, it's interpreted in this PPP. So go home and practice it. If you're not making love with your partner, go home. Some of you got married in December. By January, you started complaining. Come on, go home. Go and make love with your partner. Forget all this nonsense. Forget all the noise. Rooming with your partner, and you're going to announce your result. Some of you are in your 20s. You're 25. You married a guy in 35. But you started complaining. Meanwhile, you don't know the color of your partner's penis. It doesn't make sense. Go and room in and make love, my people. Stop all this running from pillar to post. Some of you don't even sleep because you're emulating other people, because you're copying other people, but you're copying the results. You can't copy someone's result. You have to copy the process. Some of you are copying the babies. Some of you are copying twins. Some of you are claiming twins, triplets. Have you claimed the process that led to those twins? Are you going to go do the IVF? Are you going to go do the donor X? Are you going to go do the surrogacy? Are you going to go adopt? There are so many people you think they had their baby through this way, but you don't even know. Some of your friends had IVF. Some of your friends had donor X. Some of your friends adopted, but they don't tell you, and they don't have to tell you. You don't owe anybody any explanation of how you became a mother. You don't. You don't owe anybody any explanation. But some of you, because of societal pressure, you want to conform. You want to have validation. Oh, how would they feel? Who is the who? Who cares? You go to church, anybody asking you any question, you don't even, you remove that person from the list of people you call friends. Nobody has the right to ask you how you had your baby. Nobody has the right to ask you whether you're having vaginal delivery or CS. It's not their business. Stop this nonsense. There are so many people that God bless through IVF. One of the people we helped to become pregnant, when we went back to ask if we can use the baby's pictures to encourage other people. Oh, my husband this. My husband didn't want us to know this IVF. And you climb the podium and you're telling lies in the body of church. How can you climb the podium and you're confusing other women that are hoping you will tell them the real truth? Oh, God came down and hallelujah, praise God, miracle. But you forgot to tell them you went for IVF. What are you hiding? Who cares? Is it your business? Stop this nonsense, my people. Stop. You don't have the liberty of time. You don't need to impress anybody. If you want to succeed, be different. Be you. Take no excuse. Don't apologize for being you. Just go and become who God said. If God wanted you to be a man, God will give you a penis. But God gave you a womb for crying out loud. God gave you a breast for crying out loud. Stop this nonsense. Become a mother, become a father, climb our podium next month, climb our podium in the coming month, become who God said you will become. Don't tell me, oh, Doc, you're so excellent. You did. No, you're not doing this for me. I've done my own part. But I'm telling you today is the first day of this beautiful month. The month of August is going to be amazing. But you need to step up. God doesn't work in a vacuum. If God shows up to bless people, remember the Bible days, right? Remember, God said there was some particular area in Old Testament, and God said, use the blood of the lamb to mark your home during Passover, right? What happened? The people that obeyed and used the blood of the lamb to mark their home. When the angels came, angels saved those houses. The same thing happened to the parable of 10 virgins. So stop leaning on your understanding is nonsense. And we have allowed religion to mess us up. They are interested in your money. They don't care. Only few people. The way I've been seeing things in Nigeria, believe me, if we put all the pastors as 100, I'm not sure 99. I'm sure that 99% don't care. I'm telling you the truth. You can't be deceived. So let's go and do what we need to do to become what we will need to become. Okay? God bless you for coming. I love you guys. From tomorrow, Monday, our clinics are still gonna be the same. Believing for Baby Clinic on Monday, Keeping It with Dr. Ndiche on Tuesday, Community Health Clinic on Wednesday, Keeping It with Dr. Ndiche on Thursday, Fortis Fridays on Friday, Weekend Ward Round on Saturday, Maternal and Child Health Clinic on Sunday. Every single day you show up, you will be blessed. For the month of August, we're going to find a very important topic we're going to use to improve the knowledge base, the attitude and perception of our group. Thank you for coming. God bless you. And I love you guys.